And do I think I could complete the challenge? Yes, I do. I am quite good at cardio. But no, I don't think I feel like riding a bicycle for 24 hours in order to burn off 10,000 calories. But if by some miracle this gets 50,000 likes, I'll do it. Coach Greg, and in today's video, we're going to see if Joe Fazer can eat and burn off 10,000 calories. And my prediction is no, he doesn't even stand a chance. I've seen guys try this in the past. Will Tennyson could not do it, and Will Tennyson, he actually has great cardio. Only person I've ever seen complete this challenge is Eric the Electric, and Eric the Electric has fantastic cardio. He's going on bike rides 100, 200 kilometers very often. And so unless somebody's a marathon runner, a trained cyclist, or perhaps someone doing Ironmans, I would bet the house that they don't even come close to completing this challenge. But hey, maybe he can do it. Let's see and find out.
The 10,000 calorie challenge, a very well-known challenge in which an individual has to consume about 4 times their daily calorie intake. It's miserable to do.
And frankly, it's not really that hard. 10,000 calories, if you're eating mostly junk food, for people who like to eat, it's not that difficult. For the average person, yes. But for most people, if the right reward is present, for example, I'll pay you $10,000 to eat 10,000 calories. Most people, at least guys, could do this. And Allie says her, but I don't know if she can do it. She certainly can't eat a lot at once, but we went to Italy, and over the course of the day, she can pack away a ton of food. The wine, the pizzas, she kept going. For some days, I think she ate more than me. But it was probably only like 5,000 calories a day, give or take.
But you know what's worse than a challenge like this? Doing the exact opposite. Trying to burn 10,000 calories in 24 hours.
Exactly. And so relatively speaking, the 10,000 calories, that is easy to do. My opinion is the challenge should be to eat twice as much as you burn. Almost any guy who can burn off 10,000 calories a day most assuredly can eat those 10,000 calories.
This is a challenge which some say is impossible. To put it into perspective, the average marathon runner burns about 2,600 calories in a marathon.
And frankly, he's right. The average marathoner does burn off about 2,600 calories. About 100 calories per mile times 26 miles, 2,600 calories. But that's for a person weighing approximately 154 pounds. Joe Fazer, about 185, would burn about 120 calories per mile. And so Joe, if he ran a marathon, be closer to 3,000 calories. But imagine, does anyone think that Joe Fazer could run 3 marathons in one day?
I've done some pretty extreme stuff on my channel, but this by far will be the most physically and mentally tough thing I've ever done.
And so I'd have to agree for Joe Fazer, this would probably be the hardest thing he could ever try. But for me, the hardest thing that I could ever try would be trying to stay up 2 days straight like Joe Fazer did several months ago. I can barely stay awake for 12 hours, let alone 2 days straight. Just check me out at the friggin' Montreal airport waiting to get a ride home. Could not stay awake for the life of me. Oh, I'll pay you $10,000 stay up. Can't do it.
The first 24 hours, I have to try and consume 10,000 calories. The second the clock turns 12:01 for the next day, I will have 24 hours to burn 10,000 calories.
And so he's going to do the challenge a little bit different than I'm expecting. Usually, you have to eat and burn the 10,000 calories within the same 24-hour period of time. But he's making it a little bit easier. He's going to have to consume the 10,000 calories the day before, burning those calories off.
Now, for the next 24 hours, I have to get 10,000 calories inside of this belly here.
And I do believe he's going to be able to eat the 10,000 calories. He's not going to choose foods from my cookbook, low-calorie dense foods. If he's going to eat a bunch of fruits, bananas, apples, vegetables, it's going to be very difficult to eat 10,000 calories. But if it's junk food, fast food, Wendy's, McDonald's, KFC, and so on, or ice cream, high-calorie dense nuts, and so on, going to be pretty easy to do.
This is a pretty calorie dense meal, having 1,906 calories in total. I'll get these down me tonight, and then in the morning I'll have a head start.
And so he's doing this different than I expected. Again, he's going to have about 2,000 calories right before going to bed. Most people, they start the challenge when they wake up. He's starting the challenge before going to bed. And he chooses to start by only eating 2,000 calories. If I were him, I would probably eat double that. Why not start with 4,000 calories, then go to bed, and by the time you wake up, you only got 6,000 calories to go. But hey, it's his challenge, it's his choice, and so he's gonna start pizza, go to bed, wake up hungry, and do it again. A pizza and whatever that thing was on the side before bed, easy. And so this, to me, not very challenging. But imagine if this were low-calorie dense food. Now that would be impressive.
This entire meal contains 2,409 calories.
Cereal fully completed. And then I have this, which I can't eat.
Now I need to go take a fat shit.
And it's actually getting a lot more difficult than I expected. But I did forget that Joe is an ectomorph. That means he doesn't really have a lot of body fat. But he is, in fact, doing this the right way. He's choosing all high-calorie dense foods, the exact opposite of the foods you would want to eat if you are, in fact, trying to lose weight.
Several hours passed and now it was time for the next meal. And I headed to another Calorie Challenge classic.
Why isn't he eating the chips as he's driving to McDonald's? Much easier to eat as you're driving. If you try to eat all the food at once, a little bit harder. You should be trying to continuously eat these calories. Time's ticking.
Hi, I've got 45 minutes to complete a 10,000 calorie challenge. So, is anyone there?
And he tells the guy at the counter, you know, it's a 10,000 calorie challenge. The guy's probably thinking, what are you even talking about? The average person has no idea what a 10,000 calorie challenge is.
3 minutes to go. Fucking done.
That was literally one of the toughest 24 hours of my life, but thank God it was over.
And you can see even after consuming the 10,000 calories in 24 hours, Guy still has a clear, defined, visible six-pack.
It was now time to burn 10,000 calories. Every single calorie burnt today will be tracked with this watch.
And so imagine just how sluggish he's going to feel. Not a single fruit or vegetables consumed this day, all junk food, and he has to now go and try to burn off 10,000 calories. No way do I believe he's going to do it.
2 a.m. I've just burnt 1,000 calories. Let's head to bed. I'm dead, mate.
And after 2 hours, he burns off 1,000 calories and then decides to go to bed. I now give him less than a 0% chance of doing this. About negative 0.33%. About the same chance as Ronnie Coleman of having negative % body fat. There's 0 chance he can burn off 10,000 calories if he's only burning 1,000 calories in the first 2 hours and then going to bed. Maybe if he kept going all night, did this for 24 hours straight, he'd have a chance. And so think of it, 1,000 calories in 2 hours, that's 500 calories per hour. He would have to maintain this pace for 20 straight hours in order to burn off 10,000 calories. And so he goes to bed. What chance does he have?
Me being this dead from cardio was actually quite a good thing, because it meant I slept like a baby. And if you didn't know, you actually burn calories while sleeping.
Okay, and so it's going to be a little bit easier than I expected because they're counting the calories that you burn at rest, your BMR and or your need calories. And so it's actually the amount of calories you burn off in a day doing cardio combined with your need non-exercise activity thermogenesis and your BMR.
So after a 9-hour sleep, I woke up at 2,079 calories burned.
And so he thinks this was a good idea to do 2 hours of cardio and then go to bed because it helped him to sleep. Sleep, you burn all these calories. Yeah, about 100 per hour. Think of it. You just slept 9 hours and you've burned off a total of 2,079 calories and you're now 11 hours into the day. Last I checked, 24 minus 11, that's 13. If you can only burn off 500 calories per hour, 500 times 13, 6,500 plus the 2,000 burn, 8,500. Already not possible for you to do this challenge. And that's assuming you could maintain the power output that you had before bed. Clearly, you're going to get tired. As the day goes on, you're going to get more and more fatigued. You're not going to burn off that many calories.
5K just completed.
And according to his watch, it said he burned over 500 calories jogging 5 kilometers. To me, that's probably an overestimation, but hey, we're going with that. But he's still only at 2,600 calories, getting more tired, and the time is a ticking.
As much as that workout killed me, I still wasn't even halfway through.
And then he goes and lifts weights, and it says he burned off 1,500 calories lifting weights. There's no way you can burn off 1,500 calories lifting weights unless you're there for perhaps 4 hours. This is a dramatic overestimation, but it just shows how those watches, they're not really accurate. There's no way. Think of it. He did 2 hours of cardio the night before, burn 1,000 calories. He's lifting weights and burn off 1,500. How is that possible? If you could actually burn off 1,500 calories lifting weights, how many people would be obese who lift weights? Almost no one, 1,500 calories. That would take me over an hour and a half racing on my bike. The average person lifting weights in the gym burns maybe 200 to 400 calories max. If you could actually burn off 1,500 calories lifting weights, you wouldn't need to do cardio. Think of the calories you're burning, how much your heart rate would be beating. But this is a dramatic overestimation of calories being burned during cardio. But hey, let's still go with it. Still telling you, not possible to burn off the 10,000 calories. And after lifting weights, getting exhausted at this point, he now has to do more cardio. Burns off 1,000 calories. But listen, he's still not at 5,000. He's not even halfway there. There is no way he's going to complete this. He then chooses my favorite form of cardio, the bike. Gets on the bike, then swims, bikes again. But lo and behold, only burns off 1,000 additional calories. He's at 6,000 calories for the day. The time's ticking. I don't think he has a chance.
2 hours.
Less than.
I'm at 6,000 calories. This is going to be the hardest 2 hours of my life.
He's only got 2 hours left. He has to burn 4,000 calories. Unless he can tag in a replacement, gets Captain America, there's no way he can do this. Even if he broke the world record for the marathon, ran it in 2 hours, he'd still only burn off approximately 3,000 calories. Would still be 1,000 calories shy. Last night, he took 2 hours to burn 1,000 calories. And so for the last 2 hours to burn off 4,000 calories, he would have to maintain 555 watts of power. That's approximately how much I can put out for about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 at best. He would have to ride at my best pace that I can put out for 2 minutes and do it for 2 straight hours. It's not possible. The best, fastest, most anabolic human being on this planet could not burn off 4,000 calories in 2 hours. And that includes people trying to do HIIT cardio in the afterburn. Sorry, people, you can't burn off all those calories. Wish you could, you can't.
4,000 calories needed to be burned in the next 2 hours. I didn't know if this was possible, but the only thing I could do was try.
And so even though he has a negative 0.33% chance of completing this, he's still fighting to the end. How much calories can he in fact get in the final 2 hours?
Yesterday, I burnt a total of 6,861 calories.
I don't think that these watches are accurate. They're dramatically overestimating how many calories he's able to burn. But even with this overestimation, he still fell short, was still under 9,000 calories. But I do believe if he had not slept those 9 hours, and if he had been awake the whole time and paced himself, that he would have in fact been able to complete this challenge. So if he ever does it again, don't go to sleep. The key is to do consistent cardio, stay awake, always be moving, get those neat calories going, and you can in fact do it.
Obviously, not 10,000, which I was going for. I really underestimated how hard it would be, but I put everything into this.
And so Joe says he underestimated just how hard this was going to be. I don't think so. He said the food was going to be hard, and he said the cardio was going to be that much harder, and he was right. He barely got the food done in time, and he didn't complete the cardio. And so I do believe he accurately assessed how hard this was. He took on the challenge and failed. So did Will Tennyson. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. This is a very difficult challenge. I believe 99% of the population could not do this. So perhaps 1 in 100 people who are cardio addicts, these are the ones that could complete this challenge. And do I think I could complete the challenge? Yes, I do. I am quite good at cardio. But no, I don't think I feel like riding a bicycle for 24 hours in order to burn off 10,000 calories. But if by some miracle this gets 50,000 likes, I'll do it. I know there's only a negative 0.33% chance that I could get 50,000 likes in a video, so why not? If I get 50,000 likes, I'm going to do the challenge, 10,000 calories, eat and burn in 1 day. Eric the Electric did it. I think I can do it. We'd find out, but we won't need to because it's clearly not going to get 50,000 likes. Hopefully it gets 50,000 views, not going to get 50,000 likes. And while you're here, if you want to get harder than last time supplements, you can get those by clicking the link in the description. Also, the cookbooks, coaching plans by me and my team, training books. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm. Don't forget to watch the tube loops. And of course, like the video 50,000 times if you want me to take part in all this ridiculousness. And until next time, I am out.